Hi, everybody. My name is John Celebrity. I'm the championship coordinator here for the 2023 US Open. And this is the Disability Services Committee training presentation. So just to start off, I want to thank everybody for volunteering for this US Open. We're extremely excited to have you out here as a fan or a volunteer. So really excited to have each of you join us for the championship. To start off, our Disability Services committee chairs are Greg Bell and Kevin Lasota. Our ADA consultant is Joan Stein, and then obviously me, John Ryan Celebrity, and then Dana Bryant is also going to be assisting us with any questions that come into the inbox from each of you. So Greg and Kevin both come with a great background from the Genesis Invitational. Both have tremendous experience with working with our disability services over there. Our program's just a little different, but we'll be able to take what they've learned and be able to execute it here for this championship, and really excited for both of them to join us for this championship. So realistically, why are we here? What are we doing? The USGA is committed to providing quality experience for all fans, no matter what the disability is for the championship. So we want to make sure that everybody has an equal opportunity to be able to enjoy the game of golf throughout watching this US Open Championship. So the Disability Services Committee ensures that the fans have that opportunity from ADA grandstands to disability services route, or utilizing our mobility scooters when it comes down to it. The USGA added the Adaptive Open. It's something that they're very passionate about, to be able to have anybody and anyone be able to win a USGA championship, but also be able to showcase everybody's talent, no matter what their disability is. So one of the main things that the Disability Services Committee does is our Disability Service Shuttle. We run it as a bus stop like service throughout the championship grounds. The next slide will give you a little more depth into exactly where those stops will be. We run 6-pass golf carts that basically want to make sure that we are seating everybody in those seats. We're not going over capacity, but we also do have two wheelchair accessible golf carts that can be dispatched out when needed. Also, all the shuttle drivers will have a radio, and we will have a dispatch from our Disability Services headquarters, which is right near Volunteer Village, and we'll be able to call out if somebody is waiting at one of these bus stops. Rule number one when it comes to the Disability Services Committee is you just can't ask what their disability is. We will take anybody on this committee and be able to shuttle them. Obviously, we don't want it to become more of a people getting fan traffic through, but we want to make sure we are taking care of those specific groups that need this opportunity to be able to get through the grounds. The terrain out here is a little tough, so we want to make sure that we are able to get these individuals to be able to see some golf and be able to get them at these different ADA grandstands or to the different corporate hospitality structures that they will be visiting. Also, we have our designated ADA viewing grandstands, one being at 4T, 10 green, and then 17 green. This shuttle service will stop at each of those locations. You'll notice that on the next slide with the routing of this map. And from here, you'll be able to see 4 green. We have one near our Amex Card Members Lounge. The next slide gives you exactly each route, or each stop. But how we're going to run this system is kind of 2 different routes that have like a transfer station in between. So that blue line will be kind of on the western side of the property, hitting more of the LACC member tent, 10 green ADA, Pacific Club, Skyline Suites, and then the Holmby Park entrance. And then the other side would be more of those chalets, clubhouse, Volunteer Disability Services headquarters, 17 grandstand, and then the 4 grandstand also. So here's a list of the pickup and drop-off locations at each of these routes. You'll be able to see that there's multiple different facilities that are around each of these stops to give you kind of a better understanding of it. Disability Services headquarters will be right on the other side of the bridge. So if a fan enters the championship, they're able to get across to the bridge. They can pick up one of those scooters or hop on the shuttle and be able to shuttle out to one of these, either the Sunset Suites or even the bungalows or something along those lines. So they're able to get around. Different things I just want to show you all. So this is our fan map. This will be posted throughout the championship grounds. Fans will be able to figure out how to get around the grounds. We have the 4th tee, the 17th green, and the 10th green are those ADA grandstands. There are more grandstands out there, but they do not have that ADA viewing area, and they do not have a ramp on them. Those 3 are the only ones with ramps and have that capability of a scooter or wheelchair being able to get up there and have a front row seat in front of the fans that are also in that grandstand. So different thing about cart traffic, we just want to make sure that we're being aware of our surroundings. It's okay to go slow. You're not going to be able to move that fast around here. We want to make sure that we're using our voice, saying, excuse me, cart passing on your left, right. We want to just make sure that people that are the fans that are walking around, that we are clearing a path for that cart to be able to get through and get those things. Carts aren't allowed to be on any carpeted floors. We'll stick to the cart paths or the matted roads that go through the golf course. And then also, this is carts are not for watching golf or transporting volunteers to anywhere on the golf course. We stick to our route and want to make sure that we are hitting our bus stops when it comes to the different stops that we have for the championship grounds. So the USGA provides 120 complimentary mobility scooters. They are on a first come, first served basis. So we will have 2 locations. 80 scooters will be about at gate 5, but just on the other side of the bridge. So that's the closest admission gate to it. A fan will be able to either take the bridge across. We do have both bridges have a lift on the side of them so that if an individual needs that, they can be able to take the lift to the top of the bridge and continue across, and then same on the other side. But they are on a first come first serve basis. We do not take any reservations for them. They do go pretty quickly when it comes down to it. And then we will have 40 scooters at gate 10, which is our Holmby Park entrance. So we'll also have a location there for scooter distribution. On our site map here, you'll be able to see that gate 10 is a little further on the west side of the property, and then volunteer headquarters, disability services headquarters, and that scooter tent are all right next to each other, right at the base of that bridge. And fans will be able to take those out. They'll have to sign a waiver. But our job, when it comes down to it, at the scooter tents, is to be able to be more of a concierge to answer questions when it comes to the different disability services that we do have for the championship. Give them the options of that we do have a route that brings you around the championship grounds if somebody doesn't want to take a scooter and out there. And we just want to make sure that we're kind of taking care of those individuals when it comes down to it. By listening to what the fan is letting you know, they might be saying that they're only going to one location for the day. So it would make more sense for that individual to kind of take the shuttle to a chalet or one of the Skyline suites rather than taking a scooter that they'll just park for the day while they're in their hospitality suite. So our check-in procedures here, you'll check in with Greg and Kevin at the Disability Services headquarters. So you'll come across the bridge. You'll just step down, make a right-hand turn, and Disability Services will be right behind that Pride Mobility scooter tent. We ask that you check in 15 minutes prior to your shift. If you're taking shuttles from either UCLA or from the Beverly Center, it should be about 15 minutes to be able to get to the Wilshire drop. Nothing longer than that. If you're coming later in the day, I would say give yourself a little extra time in the before that, just because we don't know what the traffic is going to be like when it comes to midday. So make sure you're just accounting for those different things. If you are going to miss your shift, please before 5 a.m. Email us so that we are notified, and then after 5 a.m. Just call our championship office and leave us a voicemail so that we know the reason for not showing up for your shift. If you do miss more than 2 shifts, we will turn that credential off, just because we want to make sure that those individuals who are part of the volunteer program are utilizing the credentials properly, and that you are volunteering for the days that you're shifted to volunteer. After your volunteer shift, you're more than welcome to enjoy the championship. And for the days that you're also not shifted to volunteer, you're more than welcome to enjoy the championship. You can use that credential all 7 days to be able to come and enjoy. So when you're not volunteering, you're more than welcome to be a fan. We want to make sure that you don't have to change out your volunteer apparel if you just volunteered for the day. We want to make sure that you take that credential off so that people aren't asking you questions. We want to make sure that at least you enjoy the championship out there rather than being pestered if there's where the closest restroom or something along those lines are. We ask that you just don't act in a volunteer capacity when after your shift. And then also the shuttle will be able to take you back whenever you would like to leave. So if you want to stay for watch some golf and then head back, the shuttles run continuous to both parking lots, so you'll be able to do that. I just want to spotlight where our volunteer village is. It's right on the other side of that bridge. So you'll be able to see right here that right in front of the volunteer village is that Pride Mobility scooter tent. The Disability Services check-in will be in that same location right around here. If you have any questions, we do have a concierge when it comes inside our volunteer hospitality that you'll be able to ask any questions and they'll be able to direct you in the right location. So if you have trouble, believe me, we'll be able to make sure that we answer any questions. Volunteer Village also, we just ask that on the days that you're shifted to volunteer, that you're able to utilize those spaces, but on the days that you're not, we want to make sure that we have that space for those volunteers that are volunteering for the day. So we ask that you're only in there for the days that you're scheduled to volunteer. You can visit in the morning for a light breakfast and coffee. What's really great about our Volunteer Village this year is we actually have a view of golf from Volunteer Village, which is great. You'll be able to enjoy, get your lunch and bring it back there and be able to see hole number 1 while play is going on. So something really special this year that we're able to spotlight for the volunteers. We'll also have a daily volunteer raffle there, so you'll be able to fill that out and hopefully win some prizes from us. Some friendly reminders. We can't address the problem unless you let us know. You're our eyes and ears out there for the championship, and we want to make sure that we are taking care of anything and everything when it comes to a volunteer, or if there's a medical call or things along those lines. You have radios, so you're able to kind of call those things in, but we want to make sure that everybody is having a safe and enjoyable championship. We ask that if you're shifted to volunteer, you're not looking to get any autographs from the players. This is their day job, so we want to make sure that we're staying as professional as possible when it comes down to it. Volunteer apparel must be worn on the days that you're shifted to volunteer. We ask that you please do wear that apparel, and then for the days that you're not shifted to volunteer, you're more than welcome to wear it, but we encourage that you do not, because we just want to make sure that you're enjoying the championship as a fan rather than getting pestered with some questions. We ask that you don't change anything without the USGA's approval, and then also this should be a big given. No alcohol beverages before or during your shift, especially if you're driving a golf cart. You are not allowed to have any alcoholic beverages before your shift. So please, please, please do not drink before getting on a golf cart. And if you did, please let us know and we will reassign you to a different role within the committee so that you are not driving a golf cart for the week of the championship. Or not for the week, for the day. Other than that, we are getting very close. We want to just say thank you one more time. If you do have any questions, you can reach out to Greg or Kevin or our championship phone number right here at the bottom, or that email address there. Please, thank you again for volunteering, and we hope to see you soon.